big part about the Bills winning is they not only have a leg up on the rest of the AFC East. I don't think that's any shocker. Everyone else
look out
lost.
for the Jets.
We'll get to that game in a second. And then they're now one up on the Ravens, and they're one up on the Chiefs as well after the Chargers beat the Chiefs. And the one thing I want to hit you from that Brazil game, Chris, is the Chris Jones rush at the end and Justin Herbert taking advantage of the way Chris Jones rushed him. And then Drew Tranquill barking at Chris Jones afterwards, telling him basically, do your job. When you see that, is that something that should set off an alarm with Chiefs fans? No, you're shaking your head. What's your opinion on that?
Not the yelling at each other part. I mean, that's part of being on a great defense. When I got to New England and, I was a veteran player, had my highs in the league, and I'll never forget like Dante Hightower yelling at me for the first time, and I was like, man, after I dusted myself off and I was like, okay, I just have to do that better next time. I was like, I love this younger guy kind of taking charge of the huddle. And I think that's leadership. It's championship DNA. This team has been places before. So, a heated exchange that gets caught on camera is not a big deal. Like we saw that with Andy Reid and Travis Kelce before, and obviously totally different situations, but this group is fine from that standpoint. The thing that should raise alarms for Chiefs fans is more just the way they're playing defense right now. I think the offense will be better before the end of the year. I think the offensive line will give Patrick more opportunities to make plays downfield than he's had in a couple of years. I think Josh Simmons is going to make a big difference at left tackle. Kingsley's a work in progress at left guard, but I think this is the best pocket that I've seen him throw out of in a couple years, it feels like, just by solidifying the left tackle. I don't want to take anything away from the Chargers. I thought they were fantastic. And, while Rashawn Slater's a big loss, you can see they've gained a lot of ground in this matchup. I think as for the end of the game, Chris Jones is trying to win a rush. I heard people coin it, like a selfish play, that sort of thing. He's trying to win a rush, and part of what he's conditioned to do is be the guy on a defense where they don't have pass rush outside of him. I think that's one of their biggest Achilles heels. He's got to try to win. Now, the situation demands for better rush lanes, not because it's 3rd and 14 with the game on the line. It's because they're in man coverage behind the front. And when you have man coverage behind the front, as a front, you need to rush, knowing the defensive backs don't have zone eyes on the quarterback and their backs are turned to the rush. If that were cover 3 or cover 6 or something like that, you're able to take that inside move. And I would say Dana, who's inside of him, he's in a 3 technique. You can't heavy up. Your job is to do whatever Chris Jones wants. Mm-hmm. So if Chris Jones takes the up and under, you need to cover him. And you'd like to see somebody bail Chris out, but ultimately it is a no-no against man coverage. I think that's the key when you look at that situation at the end of the game. But I do have concerns about the Chiefs. I mean, I don't think they're a Super Bowl team this year. I could be wrong. That has nothing to do with what I saw on Monday. Monday only confirmed some of the suspicions. And then you get Worthy running into Travis Kelce and losing that deep ball element. Rashee Rice is out. The screen game is going to suffer in the interim. They don't have a lot of cap space to make a move like, say, the Eagles, who went out and get Bigsby and Zadarius Smith. They're more stuck in their current state.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.